Alrighty, we are back on solo leveling of Rise. Hopefully everyone's account is going well. Hopefully your rerolls are going solid, and hopefully you are getting everything that you want in your pools. Now today, this video is going to be me going over your best way to go ahead and progress the game as a free-to-play player, right? I know it can be kind of overwhelming with the amount of content and the amount of stuff that you can do right off the bat. It may seem a little bit complicated and again, just a little bit overwhelming in terms of what you need to do. So I'm going to walk you through my free-to-play journey and also obviously my global account which I'm on, and kind of tell you how to progress in a decently fast way as a free-to-play player without you expanding your resource, right? Because resource in this game is kind of crucial, especially when you do get later on into the game. It's very very crucial. So with that being said, if y'all new, go down there, drop a like and hit sub, and again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section and hopefully I or others can help you as well. So right now I am at level 19, right? I started playing the game. I streamed yesterday for like a decent amount of time, and I've been playing a little bit off screen. So I am close to getting chapter 6 done, because right now I need to be level, what is it, 20 in order to finish chapter 6, and then I'm sorry, chapter 7 that is, and then I can go ahead and hopefully potentially move on to the infamous chapter 8, which we are going to be doing on stream today later on. So when it comes to you progressing in a free-to-play manner, like I said, resource is going to be a very big thing. Now obviously your number one thing that you're going to want to do is get a solid reroll, right? If you don't have a solid reroll, well, maybe you maybe watch this video first and then reroll afterwards, or reroll then watch this video so you get an idea of what you want to do. But you're going to want to have a good account, obviously. And as for free-to-play players, well, getting a good reroll is kind of setting you up for the future. So that means you need to spend less summons, right? So when it comes to my account, y'all saw my Jinwoo. I don't have any SSR weapons, unfortunately. I switched as much as I did. I don't. So I'm rocking SR weapons for the time being. And then when it comes to my hunters, I got lucky. I pulled Emma and I pulled Baby Girl Chaw in one multi. So when it comes to my pulls on the banner, if we take a look at my draw history, I've only done one multi here, right? I got 2 in 1, which is crazy insane. And then when it comes to silver main, I have not summoned on his banner at all. And then the custom radar banner, I've only done one multi, and I'm at 62 pulls. Kind of insane. And I am free to play, by the way, so I've not spent any currency or any money rather at all, and I've only done one multi, which I did on stream, and everything else I've been saving. So I'm closing in on 5 multis when it comes to, I'm sorry, 3 multis when it comes to the essence, and I've been chilling ever since, right? So I've just been working, playing the game, doing story mode, and so now how am I going to progress if I am struggling just a tad bit? So when it comes to you working on your characters, this is going to be a pretty big thing, okay? Again, I know you may want to work on multiple SSRs, multiple characters, multiple weapons, but after playing the early access, and this was a big mistake that I made as well, because I was working on rare weapons when I really shouldn't have, because they didn't make the biggest of impacts. What you're going to want to do is set aside 3 units at most to go ahead and work on. I know setting 3 is kind of like a limit because you may have some really good OP units that you think are good and want to work on, but I'm telling you, as a free-to-play player, you really don't have a lot of gold to work with. I have 682,000, and low-key, if I had like artifacts and everything set up, I could spend this in a matter of 2 minutes. I kid you not, probably even less, that is. So having gold is going to be a big thing in this game, and as you are playing, you're going to see that if you just breathe in this game, it's going to cost you gold, okay? So I want to heavily emphasize that gold is a very scarce resource in this game, so you want to make sure that you have enough to go ahead and kind of spread it around between 3 units. Don't work on 4, don't work on 5. If you see some units that you're really not using as often, just stop. Don't even bother working on them unless you really have to. But for me personally, the 3 units that I'm just going to continue working on is going to be Chaw, Emma, and the boy Jinho from chapter 8 content, okay? So that is how I've been kind of progressing the game, and I'm having no problems like at all. Like breezing through story mode, no problem. I might not be 3-starring everything, but I am still getting the content done. I'm still able to progress and level up as I need to, so that way I can kind of go ahead and move on to the next part, okay? So that is going to be the hunter side of things. Again, just don't expand your resource if you don't need to, and then once you start farming artifacts, use them, okay? I know it may seem like you get some crappy artifacts and you may just not want to use them, but I'm telling you, for early on, it's going to be a massive world of difference, because not only are you getting your power level up, right, but sometimes you'll get some good artifacts. Now they may not correlate in terms of having an actual set, but if you can get some good artifacts that have decent sub stats or decent main stats, that is, use them. Okay, don't be scared to use, you know, just random artifacts on random characters. Yes, having a set bonus is good, but for early on, it kind of makes a world of difference and allows you to maybe take on a hard fight that at first you maybe didn't think you could complete, but then by you rocking these random artifacts with good main stats and substats, that is, then maybe you are able to complete it, and then, you know, maybe do the next tier, so on and so forth. Okay, so that is going to be a big pro tip that I do want to give you guys, because I know a lot of people tend to not really work on artifacts until they have a full set. But I'm telling you, do not underestimate these, you know, rare artifacts, the lower rarity ones, and just use ones that have good main stat and substats. You know, I'm not telling you to fully invest in it, like, you know, level it up all the way, but I am telling you to go ahead and maybe level it up to like plus 10 at most, so that way you kind of have a decent artifact set, if that makes sense. Okay, so don't be afraid to use these. Again, it may not seem like it's gonna help you, but I promise you, short term, yes. Long run, absolutely not. So make good use out of it while you can for the time being, so that way you can maybe take on tier 5 if you're struggling on tier 4. You know, maybe you can take on the, you know, lower rarity artifacts, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, so don't be scared of using those weapons, and then, I'm sorry, artifacts. And then when it comes to your weapons too, by the way, again, like I said, I don't have any SSR weapons, right? So I know a lot of people are struggling when it comes to getting weapons and stuff. I am using what the game has given me. So the what is it blade here, the Venom Fang, I've been using. This is a free weapon. I've been using it ever since, and again, it may not be the most ideal weapon for my Jinwoo right now, but it is allowing me to go ahead and progress the game. So don't be afraid to use these SR weapons, even though they may not be as good. But I'm telling you, like chapters 1 through 7 and the content that you're doing in day 1 or day 2 as a free play player is going to help you a tremendous amount. So make sure you are using these. Again, I'm not telling you to fully invest in it, but I am telling you to go ahead and use it for the time being, so that way maybe it can give you that extra boost or extra advantage in taking on a specific fight that you may have been struggling with, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is going to be the weapon side of things, and same thing applies to hunters as well when it comes to weapons. Now, when it comes to skills, okay, I know a lot of people are going to go and ask this, and I was thinking about doing a separate video for the whole build for Jinwoo, but I feel like this is going to be a-okay to go ahead and kind of throw this into this video. I highly recommend, okay, for this is only for free-to-play players, because I know that free-to-play players, you're not going to have the, you know, right artifacts and etc., all that stuff necessary day 1, day 2, day 3. You're just not going to have it. I know for a fact you're not going to. Okay, so when it comes to you doing your stats for Jinwoo, go strength and perception. Only split it up between these two. Do not bother going vitality, do not bother going agility or intelligence. I'm telling you, strength and perception is going to be the two that you want to focus on, and the reason being is, again, I did mention just a little while ago that you're not going to have the right artifact. I know some of you guys may get lucky, you may end up pulling the plume sword or crit based weapons or whatnot, and you're thinking, oh crap, maybe I should start going for a full crit build. No. Okay, I'm telling you right now that crit really doesn't become like a big thing unless you are like mid game to kind of end game content. That is when you're going to get the most out of your crit. That is when your artifacts are going to start having high crit rate. That is when you're going to be having weapons that have a lot of crit rate. So unless you get miraculously lucky and you get the right artifacts with decent substats that have crit rate and crit damage related stats on those said artifacts, it's kind of pointless to use them right now, because again, I'm telling you, strength and perception are going to be two of the most clutch stats that you can have right now. Because like right now, if let's just say that I reset everything for my stat wise, right? Let's just say I threw in nothing but strength and agility so that my crit rate and crit damage goes up. Look at our stats right now. We have a 12% crit rate. Okay, and I believe by having it stat wise, you can get it maxed out with 50%. I don't have a single crit based weapon in my inventory right now, right? I don't have anything that is boosting up crit rate. I don't have the plume sword, I don't have the scythe yet, so it's like having crit is kind of pointless for me. So please do not make this mistake of going for crit related stats. I just feel like, me personally, as a free to play, as someone who's played the early access, it really did not benefit me until later on, where when I started getting these, you know, crit artifacts, crit damage artifacts, etc. Those is when I started kind of like focusing on the crit side of things for Jinwoo, and it did make a world of difference. So right now, artifact wise, you do get you get a free piece, a 4-set for the legendary artifact, which is going to be the armed one. And again, you're not even going to be using crit for this one, right? It's just simply attack. So if you want to go for go back to Jinwoo, if you just use the strength and perception, strength, you're just simply boosting up your physical attack, which is amazing to have. And then precision is going to be increasing your minimum damage dealt to enemies increase, right? So it's going to be massive. So precision here is going to be at 85%. Ideally, you want to get this number to 99.99% if you can, but around like 97 to 99, it's pretty helpful. So get this number as high as you can, but also at the same time work on your attack stat, because you're going to be doing more damage as you go on. So that is something that I do want to tell you guys when it comes to Jinwoo, in case you are a little bit confused. Now when it comes to skill wise, skills is going to be important. Okay, obviously y'all know this. Break, any skill that has break on it. So I am using the multi-strike and the multi-strike, and then the, what is the other one, the crushing blow. These are the two that I'm using right now. The reason being is because if you take a look at it, I have a medium break on both skills, and for story mode, pretty much every boss fight has a barrier, so having the break skills are going to be massive for Jinwoo. And plus I do have a rune with the multi-strike, which is going to be amazing. I believe you get this for free, by the way, because I haven't got it anywhere else unless I somehow forgot, but I got this rune for free and it does help. So medium break damage on the multi-strike, and then medium break damage on the crushing blow. I don't have a rune for this one, unfortunately, but all the other ones don't have, what is it, they don't have break. See, take a look at it. This one does not have break, this one has break, this one does not, this one has it. Vertical arts has, yeah, he doesn't have a break, but he does have increased damage dealt to break targets. So this one is not bad if you want to use it, but I'm telling you guys, do not use the other ones. It's just not worth using, because you don't, you know, break is, it's just that important when it comes to story mode. Okay, so make sure you are using break skills. Don't use the other ones because it's not important. It's not going to help you as much. And then the blessing stone you have to worry about as of right now. But that is going to be it when it comes to this video, and big tips that I do want to give you guys as free-to-play players to go ahead and kind of progress faster and further than your average free-to-play, because I know a lot of people may not realize these things. So I kind of want to make this video. Hopefully it does help you. And for those asking how the heck have I gotten a crap ton of summon tickets, well, I got insanely lucky. Okay, I mean, I did one multi, I legit stopped, and then I did another multi here, didn't pull anything, but I have been getting a lot of summons from my challenges, right? I am on I'm finishing up chapter 3, right? So that is going to be another multi that I get. So come reset, actually, because I believe on day 2 reset we are getting ourselves another multi, so I will be at over 80 pulls come reset today on day 2. So I'm at 72 tickets right now, and I'm chilling. So now I'm on chapter 4 missions, and that's another free weapon that I get here, which is fantastic, so I'll take it. And then I just been doing all these missions, okay? So if you are progressing through story mode as you are playing the game, save your summons. If you feel like you don't need to summon, don't. Okay, day 2, yeah, we're getting 10 more tickets, so I'll be at 82, which means that, guess what, I can go summon, and I'll have myself a guaranteed SSR and potentially pull girl Jinwoo or Min or the Huntsman or the Grimoire, which is going to be fantastic. So that is how I've been doing my account. Again, this account is only like, what, 6 hours old, so yeah, it's hella stacked. Okay, but anyways, I'll end it there. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section, and again, don't feel free to ask. Okay, I don't mind it, but on it there. Take care. Peace.